Hey, welcome to the Hate Napkin. I'm not Eric Bjorn. I'm Robyn Kincaid. I'm in the hills of wild, wonderful, almost level west by coal, Virginia, and I'm joined by Paul in Vietnam, and by my dear friend of long-standing Carla in the booming metroplex of Burnt Korn, Alabama. Good morning, afternoon, evening to each of you. And this is my first time here, and what a blast.
Well, we are so excited to have you. For first-time listeners who are just hearing our podcast for the first time, Robyn is the host of the H.O.R.N Radio Network program that airs 3 hours a day, 5 days a week from West Virginia. It is hailed as the one and only hillbilly liberal voice of the South. And if you have never listened to her show before, it is fantastic.
It's alive.
It's alive. Robyn Kincaid, the goddess of the airwaves, joins us now. I'm your co-host, Eric. This is the Hate Napkin, and we hate things all day long. Robyn, what do you hate today?
Oh, let's see. We were talking a little bit earlier before we hit the go button. I hate the fact that they took my gas station pizza away.
Oh my God.
Yes, they pulled out my gas station pizza oven and gave it to another Rippy Mart. Evil bastards. And so now I'm left with the awful chain pizza place here that has floppy crust.
You know, this reminds me of the 6 million people displaced in the Ukraine out of their homes, and the war, and most of their family members being killed. And I would think to myself, you can't have your gas station pizza anymore, and that's fucked up.
I know.
You know what I mean? They don't actually experience that kind of.
That may be where they sent my pizza oven. That may be where the pizza oven went, in which case I'm happy to sacrifice. Carla, help.
The Rippy Mart is famous where Robyn is from. So I feel her pain. I feel her pain. Now she's down to gas station and stand behind the lotto guy.
Yeah. Oh, the lotto. Yeah, I've done that. And just the other day, and people have different lives and everything, but I'm still trying to maintain. I'm still under the assumption that that COVID is real. You know, I'm not one of those people who's running. And this is neither politics nor religion. Okay, this is public health. No penalty box.
No penalty.
So you know, the fact of the matter is, I'm not one of those people who is, snorting horse paste and drinking pint jars of refrigerated pee and putting onions in my socks or anything. So I try to maintain my social distance, and when I'm out among the great unwashed, I put my mask on. And I was in the Rippy Mart the other day, and I was maintaining my social distance, and the people in front of me were apparently not big fans of hygiene. And as they exited the space, and I waited for them to get 6 feet away and I had my mask on, and I stepped up to pay for my goods. And you are dealing with some pro-level funk when it gets through a KN95 mask with a good seal.
Oh, Jesus.
And in that moment, I was like, behind the mask, oh Jesus, is that the dry cough? No. That's Ma and Pa Kettle. That's Ma and Pa Kettle.
Ma and Pa Kettle.
Yeah, it takes talking about the great unwashed to a new level. So I'm thinking that maybe onions in their socks would be an improvement.
You have no idea. And in those days, we hung onions from our belt, as was the fashion.
That puts me in mind.
It puts him in mind of
Whiskey. Oh, Grand
A
Motel.
walk? Nice. Go on a walk about.
I think I might just have to read Mr. Stinky.
oh yeah.
Yeah, read Mr. Stinky.
This sounds like a treat.
As read by the author, Eric Bjorn.
Uber Nights.
I'm
Now,
gonna
is that
think.
from Uber Nights or is that from Grand Motel?
I'm gonna do an acoustic version while he reads it, just to do what he does to me.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to get all sorts of fucked up. I love it. Mr. Stanky.
Mr. Stanky.
I consider myself a wordsmith.
I'm a wordsmith.
Sigh. How can one, in a universe of billions of galaxies, each with billions of stars? Nope, there are no words. How does one describe the gut-wrenching stench of Mr. Stanky? Elimination of leavening male locker room molecules is simply beyond knowing preternatural evidence of the beyond. After my last Mr. Stanky Fair, I called 1-800 Bangladesh. Please.
1-800 Bangladesh.
He smells like a possum crawled inside a badger's anus and exploded. Mr. Eric, thank you for being a diamond driver. First, is everything okay? Can you provide us photographic evidence? Stop, just stop. I interrupt. I can't stand it when you guys start reading your script. Let's make this simple. Even if I'm wearing 3 masks, it smelled like this man's colon is stuffed into my nose. This man is somehow, anyhow, allhow, he is an olfactory supervillain. Skunks and skanks worship at his yeasty feet. I've had to pick him up 3 times now. It's like carrying around a 4-week beached whale with rotting eggs inside its belly.
Rotting eggs inside his anus.
I am not sure I am comprehended.
Wait, there's a harmonica in this, there's a harmonica part now?
The Dylan tune.
Inside his anus.
I hang up, my mind stirs. I'm not done. I've been pushed over the moldy edge. I drive back to the grocery store where I dropped off Mr. Stanky. He works a midnight shift. It's locked, but I am determined to get into the things. I pound on the front door. Eventually, somebody shows up. Can I please speak to a manager? I'm Steve. I see his name tag. Yep, Steve. I'm not sure how to put this, Steve. I'm an Uber driver. Every once in a while, I drop off one of your employees. This time, night. Big guy. Smells like a T-Rex with diarrhea, gargling.
Fart. Fart. Is it fart? Is it fart? Fart. 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 Is it?
Ah, you must mean Bart. Did he leave something in your car? Well, yes. The stench of 1,000 butchered goats. You let him come to work like that. He is, without a doubt, the most offensive smelling human being on the planet. And that includes corpses. Steve shrugs. Nah, it's just hard. I won't give up. No, I'm not kidding. That Hitler hasn't bathed since he was 3. Couldn't you just stand there? His smell is beyond comprehension. His weapon
Bart
does not live in this world. He's here, but somehow not. The entropy of years of retail. He thanks me and tells me he has to go. Apparently, there's an emergency in the cracker aisle. My hands are on the door, palming glass.
on the door.
Somewhere there is the creature whose very presence rots lettuce.
Hands are on the door, palming glass.
And I drop down another can of Febreze.
I like the Bali. I like the Bali breeze Febreze.
Oh, yeah, I like that too.
It's very nice.
Have you tried baby powder? Maybe that would work a little better. Oh, that causes cervical cancer. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. Even if I don't have one.
Well, from us cervix havers, we don't use that.
Where do we go from here, folks?
Mexican bathrooms.
I love Mexican bathrooms. I just love
Holes
them.
in the floor.
No. I like to travel extensively, and Mexico is one of my favorite destinations, not only for medical tourism, but for actual tourism. And in Mexico, they're all pay toilets. And there's either no toilet paper or an attendant that will give you like 1 or 2 squares of toilet paper. And I'm not sure exactly what to do with that. But so
Not much.
Not much. So when I go to Mexico, I take an obscene number of baby wipes. I travel with an obscene number of baby wipes. I walked into one such bathroom about 50 miles from the US border. It took us a while because I got stopped by the federales twice in 50 miles, but that's another fun story. So I noticed a rather large police presence around this particular bathroom, which I didn't understand. There was a female police officer who walked into the bathroom with me, and I very casually handed her a couple of baby wipes. And she smiled at me. We came out at the same time, and she said, "Where are you going?" And I told her, and she handed me her card with her phone number on it and said if I ran into any trouble anywhere in the country to call her. And that was the day that I learned that baby wipes are Mexican currency.
Yeah, I was going to say that they are. Oh dear, liquid. What the law calls liquid assets.
Yeah, in more cases than one, if you eat at the wrong place, does it become liquid assets?
Exactly.
But these boys love to talk about bathrooms and poop and stuff like that, so I thought I would throw that in there. But
it happens.
I will toss in my federale story. There were 2 carloads of us heading down to Mexico. My boss was in the first car, and he got through with no problem. I stopped. They see my American license plate, and a woman who, as Robyn likes to put it, skin burns under the glare of the refrigerator bulb, and they immediately stopped me. So they asked about my driver. They wanted to see his driver's license, and it turned out he didn't have one. And so the federale officer is dressed like he's covered. He's wearing a balaclava where all I can see are his eyes. And the one thing I learned is you never ever let them know that you speak Spanish in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm an Americano and I'm a turista. And that's how
you say it extra loud, right? You say it extra loud.
Yeah, like they can't hear you. So he tells me that my driver doesn't have a driver's license, and I calmly replied that neither do half of the people in Mexico. So he said, "Well, I'll let you go if you give me 3,000 American dollars." And yeah, so now the other car has pulled over and they're waiting for us. And the boss who is a Mexican, can see him grilling me, and he knows kind of what's going down. So I had hidden all of my pesos in very discreet places in the car and left one 500 peso note in my wallet. And I was like, "Well, all I got $500. And he goes, "That's not $500. 500 pesos is like, what, 36 bucks or something." And I said, "Well, all I got is 500 Mexican dollars." And he goes, "Those aren't And I said, well, this is all I got. And he goes, where are you going? And I said, San Luis Potosi. And he looks at me and he goes, why? And I said, I want to see that there surrealist garden down there that English guy built in the middle of the jungle. And he's just, you could just see him shaking his head. And he's like, okay. He goes, I'll take $300. I said, well, I got 500 Mexican dollars right here. He goes, those aren't dollars.
Got 500 Mexican dollars.
And he is just getting more frustrated with me by the minute because I just,
Oh, honey.
I am sitting there acting like I do not fucking get this.
Ernest T. Bass goes to Mexico.
Yes. So I'm just sitting here waving around this 500 peso note. And I'm like, this is all I got, sir. And he got mad. He frustrated. He finally ripped it out of my hand and told me to go because he was sick of fighting with me. And the boss just like puts his hand up and just shakes his head. And he goes, you're the only person I know who could shake down the police in the middle of a police shakedown.
Shake down the Mexican police. This needs to either be a song by Kenny Chesney, Jimmy Buffett, or Willie Nelson, or all of them at the same time.
Oh, so yeah, Mexican bathrooms. That's what I hate. And federales who tried to shake people down for money.
For 500 Mexican dollars.
And for 500 Mexican dollars, honey, you can't get through when you talk like this.
Those, my friend, 500.
Just haul out the stupid and ride it.
That's right.
By the way, I wanted to show you something.
I've been dying to see it. Oh wait, not that.
No, not that. That's off air. I saw Eric's Congress sign.
Closer.
Oh, I love the
Blurry.
blurred look. I love the blurred vote, Robyn. I love the blurred look.
Robyn, are you running for office?
I did. I lost, but I made history.
Tell us about
I'm the first trans woman ever to seek a seat in the West Virginia legislature.
Jesus.
Nice.
All right.
They don't know what they missed out on.
Oh, they may not miss out on it yet. I'm not a one and done kind of girl.
Well, I know that about you.
You know, I probably should have thought before I said that.
I didn't tell any of our secrets. I just said I know that about you.
I would have voted for you.
I would have too.
I had no budget, no advertising, and just a very few of those little signs. And still I managed to get over a third of the primary vote in my district.
No kidding. Imagine what you could do.
That sounds like my bill in Congress.
But I was kind of inspired, and I think I may try something different next time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Like what? Like what? What would you
know
try?
What? We've got a really penalty box. We've got a really useless woman representing us in Congress. So maybe 2024, I take a run at
And
that.
who's that useless woman?
Her name is Carol Miller.
Oh.
Yeah.
She says that every vote she casts, she takes it to Jesus in prayer. There, I violated both of the prescriptions. The funny thing is, though, every time she votes and takes it to Jesus in prayer, it turns out that Jesus votes Republican.
We are not going to put you in the penalty box.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm there.
No, we're not going to put you there.
Damn it! I was going to make s'mores.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Robyn.
I love her.
We love you so much, Robyn.
Sit outside the gates of hell and tempt the inmates with ice water.
Wait, we are deep inside the annals of hey.
Oh, I got a hate napkin item.
Yes.
Fucking cunt.
Transvestites.
That's it, just to piss.
Transvestites.
You hate
transvestite.
transvestites.
I'm gonna just put that out there. See what you guys think. Transvestite.
What did a
I didn't know we even
transvestite?
use that word anymore.
Show me where the transvestite touched you.
I
Well,
mean,
if you even knew anything about Pauly, I can't say it about him.
okay. I'm just fucking with you guys.
We know
He-
that.
It's
he's
over already.